New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez facing backlash yet again for gloating about killing thousands of Amazon jobs that almost came to her district. She says, quote, "When I opposed this Amazon project coming to New York because it was a scam of public funds, the whole power establishment came after us. Billboards went up in Times Square denouncing me. Powerful politicians promised revenge. Op-eds and CEOs insulted my intelligence. In the end, we were right." But Shark Tank star Kevin O'Leary says she and other blue state leaders are failing. Watch this.
I don't put companies here in New York anymore, or in Massachusetts, or in New Jersey, or in California. Those states are uninvestable. The policy here is insane. The taxes are too high. That's it. Uninvestable.
Some pushback from our elected officials in New York on that.
I was just going to say Kathy Hochul.
Yeah, but
I'll debate them any time of the day you want.
We would love to set that up.
Particularly
I'd watch
AOC.
that.
She's great at killing jobs. She kills jobs by the thousands.
Job Creators Network President and CEO Alfredo Ortiz joins me now. Alfredo, what was your reaction when you saw what I will call AOC spiking the football after fumbling and potentially spiking the football even after losing the game?
Yeah, Todd, thank you for having me. Boy, AOC is like the gift that keeps on giving. If she spent actually more time worrying about creating jobs versus killing jobs, I think we'd be in a much better situation. And maybe she should stop going to so many performances at the Met and really focus on her district and creating jobs and bringing jobs to her district. Todd, I actually have a place in Arlington, so I actually see this place all the time. And the transformation in that area is unbelievable. And she knows it because if she goes to National Airport, which I'm sure she does, she passes this area every single time. And so this area has seen massive transformation, and that could have been New York. So Kevin O'Leary is absolutely right. She is a job killer.
We'll see how the ethics investigation goes as to the Met Gala and the Met dress and all that. That's a topic for a different day. But you heard AOC mention the billboards. Well, she didn't like them. You put them up. Job Creators Network putting up a series of billboards calling for AOC, calling her out for chasing away Amazon. One reading, quote, 25,000 lost NYC jobs, $4 billion in lost wages, $12 billion in lost economic activity for New York. Thanks for nothing, AOC. She's only one person, but just how disastrous has Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez been for the New York city and state economy?
Absolutely disastrous. And yes, we're the ones that proudly put that billboard up. And I guess she expected an apology from me and my organization, when she's not going to have it. The numbers still, and her math doesn't add up. I mean, if you look at Florida, for example, it now has, first time in history, more employees than the state of New York. And so people are fleeing these blue states. Again, Kevin was absolutely right. They're fleeing the blue states. Look at Walmart. Walmart just left Oregon. Right. And so guess what? They actually have the ability just to close up stores and leave an entire state. Our small businesses don't have that ability. They really don't. Some of them can, and some of them did flee New York, for example. I mean, the New York City tax, I believe, you know this best, Todd. I think it's about 15% for city tax. You know what it is in Miami? 0.
Yeah.
These are the kind of states and policies that actually create jobs, not the tax hikes and regulation killing policies that actually kill jobs in blue states.
By my count, in the first hour and 45 minutes of our show today, we have mentioned people fleeing. You mentioned Oregon. Of course, we're talking about New York, but we've also mentioned California, Illinois, with the whole Chicago situation there, Lori Lightfoot leaving. So if I'm going, I'm looking at blue, 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 blue. So why don't blue states and blue cities change their policies before it's too late? Because at some point, Alfredo, there's not going to be anybody left to turn out the lights.
Absolutely, Todd. I mean, I honestly don't understand at this point. And the problem is that they are so stuck on their agenda that pretty much nothing else matters. And so people are just picking up and leaving because they are realizing that their leaders are failing them in a big way. And you know what? Red state governors are doing fantastic jobs, creating jobs and keeping their unemployment low. And so we never saw a bigger difference than during the COVID pandemic, where you saw the blue states versus the red state governors. You see what happened during that time. And so, the red states continue to have great job creating policies, where in the blue states, they just don't get it. And these blue state mayors, for example, Lori Lightfoot, other mayors better be watching their backs, because they're going to be losing if they keep up these policies that really promote crime and job loss.
You heard O'Leary say he's moving his businesses to places like Fargo, North Dakota, because people can work remotely, yet you have your base there. You don't have the tax problems. You don't have these horrible issues. Makes sense to me. Hopefully the blue states wake up.
Yeah.
Alfredo Ortiz, thanks for your time this morning, sir. Really appreciate it.